It really is unseemly when you have American embassies under assault for a presidential candidate to start playing politics with it.
To go off without knowing all the facts, and to go off at a time when, if he had something helpful to say, he could have said it privately to the White House.
Literally no caution whatsoever in a potentially, who knew at that point, but it's an international situation, so you'd think they at least reserve some judgment.
I think it's interesting the president just said something which is that on the day after the attack, he went to the Rose Garden and said that this was an act of terror. You said in the Rose Garden, the day after the attack, it was an act of terror. It was not a spontaneous demonstration. Is that what you're saying?
Please proceed, Governor.
I want to make sure we get that for the record, because it took the president 14 days before he called the attack in Benghazi an act of terror.
Get the transcript.
No acts of terror will ever shake the resolve of this great nation, alter that character, or eclipse the light of the values that we stand for.
He did, in fact, sir. So let me call it an act of terror.
Can you say that a little louder, Candy?
He did call it an act of terror.
It's a pretty clear window into areas of his leadership ability, character, temperament that I think a lot of voters should and maybe will find really troubling and really disturbing.
Who has what it takes to be the next president in a challenging time? Who has the right temperament? Who has the right character? And he fell short on that with that statement.
It was revealing. It was one of those moments where the character and the policy were both revealed.
When we received that phone call, I immediately made sure that, number one, we did everything we could to secure those Americans who were still in harm's way. Number two, that we would investigate exactly what happened. And number three, most importantly, that we would go after those who killed Americans and we would bring them to justice. And that's exactly what we're going to do.